OpenSuspect development, which where we left off. I implemented the ghost things, so the ghosts are now working, and we have a working pull request for the resurrection as ghosts. Still needs some review, so Kakmakerb did some very good work. He did some very good work consolidating the code that I just Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V copied from one place to another, and now we have the code only one place. And there was a very small problem which I fixed, and now this works. And before, so I don't want to wait until someone approves this PR, so I already started just working on the meeting. I am branching off from that same place where we were. So if we check out the graph here, you can see that the ghosts and everything else is the same as the meeting at the moment, so I did not do anything about the meeting. And you can see this is PR 96 was what Kakmaker was doing. So anyways, I think let's not confuse ourselves more with the Git history here. So let's just check out what what is this called, issue says. So this says we need to implement a dummy mechanism that lets meetings to be called using the head-up display. So we need the UI element which calls the meeting when clicked. This is going to be a very simple button on the HUD, which would be nice if I already drew something before the start of the stream. We could use that, but anyways, teleportation of all players to the meeting location. So we will have to set up the meeting locations for our maps, and we will also need the UI for the meeting, which will not be the full UI, and we will also need to lock the player movement while in the meeting. So this one does not contain like a voting and everything like that. I think that's in another calling a meeting. No, meeting UI. There is a meeting UI here, which basically tells you what how this meeting screen should look like. Oh, Rude BSD just appeared in this chat. Long time no see, my friend. How have you been? Yeah, so these are the two issues, and both are added to the alpha milestone, and our schedule is to finish the alpha version by the end of June, if I am not mistaken. I am doing absolutely fantastic, thank you for asking. I have so many projects and some of them even are related to my job, so I can just work on them at work. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to make my work more efficient, so I'm using some Python scripts for that. So a lot of Python and a little Godot. I'm working on the project on this project on the weekends only, because this requires me to sit down and think about things. All right. Also, I am making a new series on the desktop environments on Arch Linux, which I wanted to start like 3 weeks ago, but I always have some issues with virtual machines recently. But anyways, so first things first. So many open things here, but I think we can close everything except for the game here. And what I want to open is the maps. So we need the map template. So the map template has the spawn positions, which is fine. That is what we use. So when we open like a real map, this has the spawn positions added to it. And we also want to have a child node, which would be No 2D, that makes sense. And this will be called meeting positions. So we can just put, we can save this, and when we go to the chem lab, just dropping by to say hi, never see you on the Fediverse anymore. I don't know why you don't see me on the Fediverse. I am on Fostodon. I don't know, maybe we are on servers that don't talk to each other. I saw your new meme being shared by Brody Robertson, but that's kind of all I saw about you, so I don't know. I am on the Fediverse, so I hope we can find each other there somehow. Have a good day, and take care. So I'm just going to add new meeting positions here, and this will be used similarly as we do the spawning. Okay, so RootBSD found me. That's nice. All right, that was the notification on on Mastodon. So I try to be active on the Fediverse as much as I can. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I want to promote the stuff I'm doing. So maybe I'll add, I don't know, 4 nodes should be enough for this tests. Anyways, and maybe we can move them somewhere that is distinctly different from the spawning points, which I don't know. 1000 is not enough. So 2000, what? 200? No, 2000 it is, and let's try to 2200, and then let's make it down 200. This one can be 2400, and also this one I will just do 1800 and 200. So these will be the points where we will be teleported once the meeting is started. So I guess what we should do, should I just so first of all, we don't have a working task system for that, and because of that we also don't have any interaction with map objects. So I think I will implement this meeting first, just with like the meeting button always being on the what is that, on the head-up display. That should be fine enough. What is the map doing? Nothing. It initializes the team role resource, which it has. Okay, so meeting positions are added, and this is handled by the game scene, of course. So let's go back there and let's take a look at the code, and welcome everyone who just recently joined the stream. And we are working on OpenSuspect. We are doing some suspicious coding here in Godot. And I'm trying to figure out how to make the meeting system like a kind of a dummy meeting system for first, which just basically you can call the meeting, everyone gets teleported to the meeting screen, and then that's it. So we have actually a function somewhere in here which I just scrolled through but didn't really pay attention, so I guess I couldn't find it, but there is like a, when we load the map, let's see, so yeah, there is the spawn positions. And the spawn list has the positions for, okay, so that's fine. We also need to get the characters node role. Okay, so where do we have the what? Where do I have the... Oh, the spawn position node is just defined here. Is the spawn list... Yeah, the spawn list is defined there. I guess we could do the same for the meeting positions. Now, recently I've been coding in Python using MyPy for like strict or like more strict type declarations, and it's really nice that in that you can just say that array int, so it will always take care that your arrays contain, well, in Python it's list, but the array should always contain lists. You cannot do this in Godot, which is kind of sad, at least not in Godot 3. Maybe when we move to Godot 4, that will be possible. So this will be storing the meeting positions to be teleported to, I guess. That's how we can express this, and what we can do is do a very similar thing, but we are not going to spawn there. Just save the meeting positions from the map, and this will be the meeting position node, which is called meeting position, very nicely. So I should just type meeting positions here, and this will be the meeting pos list. Okay, this... Why do I always make typos in my variable names? That is so sad. Okay, so we will go through the meeting position node and add this to the meeting position list. So that's nice. We now have the meeting positions stored. And what we should do is just add... Well, to be frank, this could be... So currently players are always teleporting, so even if you move on your own screen, the positions will be just synced by the server, and the server make it teleport wherever you are supposed to be, which will work fine for the current situation. Later we will have to take care of that, but what we should have is that should be the server, a server function which is calling the meeting. So let's see, where do I put that? Function call meeting server, and this will be probably a master sync function. Yeah, this should be a master sync function because this will be called, or maybe not. Yeah, let's just think about it one more time. Because in general, when we want to activate an ability, for example, what we have is we have our item activate. Oh, that will be done by the class. Okay, so we can just do this in one function. So that makes sense to keep it a master sync function, which will be called by someone else, and we can just get the sender ID here if we want to do some checks. then maybe we can just add the to-do message here. Because currently we don't need to check anything anyone will be, because this is just going to be a dummy implementation. Anyone can call a meeting anywhere. So, and what this should do is just basically go through all the character resources, and everyone who is alive will be just placed to the meeting positions. So that should be kind of simple. So for char_res, because it's going to be for the characters, oh maybe character_res in characters dot get character resources, and this will let us check that if character resource dot is alive, maybe that will be. How can I open the character resource function here? Yes. Do we have is alive or something like that? Is alive. Yes, we have is alive, which is great. We just check if this guy is alive, and if true, then what will we do with what should we do about it? If alive, then yeah. So we need a counter. Meeting counter equals 0. What? And what we need to do is basically character resource. Oh, character res dot. How do I move this character to a random place? Can I move? No. Do I have teleport or something like that? Or set position, probably set position. That's going to be it. Yeah. So we just have the set position function, which we can use to teleport the character somewhere. Yeah, that makes sense. Set position, and we will use the, what was it? What did I name this variable? I named this variable something like something position related. What position? Meeting position list. Yeah, that's it. And meeting counter, and also meeting counter +1. So we increment it by 1. And if meeting counter is larger or equals to the length of meeting position list, then meeting counter becomes 0. So this should just move everyone to the meeting position without any issue. And of course, what we need to have is a kind of a client function to, or just a regular function, I guess. To call a meeting, I guess. Call meeting. And what we will do is just rpc id 1, and we'll call this server function, which we named call meeting server. Where are you? Here you are. Which is nice, this is fine. Now we just don't have any ways to use this call meeting function yet. And for that we need to have something that we can click on, and that will be of course on the head-up display. Is item is abilities, and I guess we'll just now add another child node here, another HBox container, and just have to maybe I shouldn't just do this. Maybe the best thing would be just to duplicate one that I already have here. And then I don't have to worry about setting it up properly. And this will be the call meeting. This is a very rudimentary solution here. And we will probably refactor it in the future, but we don't have any interaction with the map yet, so I cannot just develop an interaction for the map yet before. I mean, that's one of the main things of the task system, which is being worked on by Monban, and maybe if I do everything else that will be the only time when I will start working maybe in parallel, because none of the progress we made I have not seen any progress Monban made yet, so I'm not sure how well he is doing with that. But anyways, I have other things to develop, so that's why I just don't care about that at this point. We will figure out something maybe in the future. I will just add a control here, and there will be a texture bot. The texture bot, which I mean, what's about the texture button? It is the meeting button, and should have something on it as a texture. What kind of UI elements, not on the map, but just in general. Here, do we have anything here? Head-up display sprites. We have we have arrows here. Should I just make a new drawing for the meeting button? Yeah, I guess so. So let's open up Inkscape. Wow. Here, and we will make a button, a very simple button graphic here. Let me you won't be able to see anything because of the resolution, and I am sorry for that. I mean, at least of the UI. Oh, this thing have changed, and I don't know how to set property. Okay, so I need 200 by 200 pixels here. Let me see the checkerboard here. And what do we need as a button? Something like that looks like this. Or maybe I could make like a... Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this today. We can figure this out once the alpha version is ready, I guess. Yeah, I'll need to change the stroke to be black, and then the fill should be red, It's going to be a red button. I don't know why, like by default, Inkscape defaults to this like 95% opacity there. Okay, so does this look like a top of a button to you? Big red button. I like how it looks. So what should, no, I need to make this same width. I need this, whatever this is, a rectangle, to be the same width as the red circle, which is, I guess, in pixels it should be maybe, I don't know, width 120. That's good enough. 120. Maybe height could be 48. That's whatever, 48. And this one will also be 120. And I guess these all could be just relative to the page and the center. Thank you very much. And I will combine these two together. Great, it looks like a button to me now. And what else do we need for a button? We need a base for the button, which will be 198 by 50 pixels. This will be, of course, white or gray. That looks fine enough for me. Let's put it to the background. Yeah, it should be maybe 80 height, and just center it properly. And what else we need to well, let's convert it to object to path, and we can move this to, I don't know, 10, and this all to 40, no, 50, no. Why is this in millimeters again? Yeah, let's make this 35, 175, yeah, almost 65. Yeah. Do you think it looks like a button? I do think it looks like a button. And this one is like 195. And let's make it also 195, 50 pixels high, great. And everything should be centered properly here. Great, I think we have something here which we can okay, let's where do I save it without exposing all my why did I open Audacity incidentally? Without exposing all these secret documents I have for my Arch Linux tutorials. So let me just save it. Where is it? In the OpenSuspect miscellaneous images UI elements, and this will be called red underscore button. And of course we can export this red button to bin/opensus/src. And where do we put it there? src. slash game slash HUD slash sprite slash. Does it work? Yeah, src game slash HUD slash sprite red button. Great. I can close. Okay, save this. And let's put this red button sprite in use here. Alright, very good. I made the red button too big, I guess. Whatever. Is there any way to shrink the size of this? Control Anchor, no margin. Yeah, we can make it 150, right? No? Maybe not. We have to, yeah. No? Is it not possible to change the size? Smaller than 200? Isn't there a way to scale this down? Okay, there is. 0.75, that looks kind of fine. Yeah. Okay, so now we have a button on our head-up displays. Let's try the game. What breaks? You get children on null instance. Is it not called? Did I just? Oh, the meeting position. It's called meeting position with an N, not no S at the end, I guess. That's what I should have said. Alright, welcome everybody to the stream. I can see you joining. Thanks for coming. We are trying to figure out how to work the meet. Okay, so this is definitely not how it should look, but whatever. And of course it does not work because I did not. Oh my. So why exactly is this? Yeah, like the stream. Thank you for liking the stream. I saw someone like the stream. What the hell is going on here? So I cloned the abilities. I guess the anchor should be like 0. Because that's like 0, 0, 0 for everything. And this button is too big, and why doesn't, if I scale it down, what's the problem with scaling this down? It did not, okay. Yeah, so many times I try to figure out these controls and I fail at this horribly. I just have no clue what the hell is going on there. So many times I tried, so many times I failed. Margin 8 and 8. What is the margin on these ones? 4, 4, 200. 0, 0, 200. So this one, like, I don't know, 12, 12, 200. Yeah, the top is, yeah, so this means that the top is counted from the bottom, and the bottom is also counted from the bottom. The left is counted from the left, and the right is counted from the left too. That's all fine. Yeah, why is it 200 though? We're definitely just 150. Item used, that also should be 150, I guess. And there's the rectangle, like the size is 150. Oh wait, this is for some reason 200. And yeah, I guess this should be like 1 and 1 and 0 and 0. But I'm afraid that this also still does not work. But anyways, let's take a look at, we have item ability buttons and item drop buttons, in which I use a separate control. These are on the, okay, so I might just need to add a control here. And the meeting button is going to be on the control. And that is the control that we need to limit the size with. Alright. How did I do this? Not here, not here. Anchor 0, 0, 0, and margin is 100, 0, 0, 100, 100. The meeting button 0, 0, and everything's 0 here. Maybe I just have to swallow the bullet with it. Anyways, let's this is just too big, but whatever. Will it appear next to the gun now? No, it still appears in front of the gun, which is very annoying. And I have no idea how to deal with this. So I am lost again. This minimum size 150, and the real size should be 152, but for some reason that does not work. And also control these ones, horizontal, vertical, everything rectangle. See, no, that's silly. Growth direction, that's fine. Alright. This button is, okay, it's on expand. Yeah, maybe, yeah, that's what I need to put in here, probably. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, now it's the size is good. But it's still in front of the gun for some very weird reason. But only the gun. So these push this away. So maybe the problem is with the abilities? Maybe the problem is with the gun button. Maybe the problem has always been with the gun. Gun HUD. Yeah, this should be expand. This should also Why is this so friggin' big? This gun, so weird. Yeah, it seems like the gun. The problem is with the gun here, incidentally. So 150 and 150. Yeah, the problem is the problem is these buttons. They look weird. So it seems like the problem was with the gun button. That's why I did not figure out what the hell is going on. But I'm just trying. What I don't understand at this point is both are supposed to be 150. So this one 150. Why is this so small? Okay. Now it's fine. Now the gun looks silly. I need to do something with the eye. Yeah, I guess this is how it's getting better. OpenSuspect, yeah, let's do it like that. And maybe we can add some margin to the top here. Yeah, let's see if things start to make sense now. So the things still don't make any sense. So if I go back to the remote here, can I just can I just like hide this meeting button? Is it possible to turn it invisible? Yeah, the gun is not there anymore. Where is the gun? Where did I hide the guns? Hive P4. Seems like the subnose revolver needs to be elongated a bit. Yeah, elongation is important. Can I, if I make it invisible? No, the gun is not hiding there. Where is the gun hiding? Where are you hiding, gun? We have the gun here. And it is visible, but where is it? Damn, these... That's why I'm not a UI developer, ladies and gentlemen. I have no friggin' idea where did this gun go. Not behind the button. Snub-nose revolver, elongated snub-nose revolver. So, other things like ability button, these are just like very simple. Zero, 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 150, 150, and that's it. Basically, size flags, fill. Here, yeah, same size flags, where are your size flags? Fill and expand. Maybe it doesn't need to expand. How does this work? Yeah, only fill. So maybe it's too small and it's hiding behind another item. Yeah, maybe the gun is just freakishly small. It just became freakishly small gun. Freakishly tiny gun. But where? Where is the gun hiding? I like that how I just, every time I sit down to stream, it's, I can just basically end up hunting down very weird bugs instead of actually implementing what I came here to implement. Because here it is, the gun button is on the, what is this? The scene tree. The gun button is on the scene tree. Stretch mode scale. Call meeting button. Can I hide it? Yes, let's hide it. It's not behind this. Do we have like a global position somehow? How can I check the global position of something? It says a margin 200 and what? Why do you have a margin? I was attacked by a bug here. So, what is your position? Tell me, where are you? Okay, rectangle scale 1. Maybe it's just 1 pixel big. Yeah, this is 200, 200. So, having this exactly 1 pixel big, that's probably what is causing an issue here. But why do you become 1 pixel big? We don't have a minimum size. Maybe I need the minimum size to be set, right? So on an item ability, we have a minimum size 50, 150, 150, and oops. There is no minimum size for the button, only for this. So maybe this is what I'm missing here, is the minimum size for the control. We'll figure it out soon enough. Yes, alright, that was the problem. Now we have a freakishly small gun and a freakishly large red button, which is, you know, fit for purpose, I guess, because we are testing the freakishly large red button sooner than later. So, one bug hunted down and fixed. That's good for one stream already, but let's make things better and even, you know, try to actually get this button to do something. So, base button pressed. Let's open the HUD. So in general, Yeah, this will, I don't know how it will be implemented in the future, but now what we need to do is talk to the game scene. Or how is the game start button implemented? Yeah, it just talks directly to the transition handler. So I guess for the time being we could do this shortcut where we just transition handler dot game scene dot initiate meeting, and we don't have this yet, so we will do the initiate meeting function. Oh, it's call meeting. Well, I guess I already made a call meeting function, so I cannot change that. Okay, so first things first, let's test. Of course, no function, non-existent function is alive on base init. Oh no! Character ID. This is giving me a friggin'. Now I can do. This gives me a dictionary. I don't need the dictionary. I need the values from the dictionary, which is great. Let's press the button and we are teleported to the meeting location. Great. Whenever I press this button, I get teleported back there. Alright, so let's go back to lobby. And I guess my package arrived. Great day, what a great day. Yeah, there is no... I broke it because there is no meeting positions in the... what is this? Lobby. And whenever we kind of maybe we could hide that button when we are in the lobby or something like that. When do we call the show start button? I can just go into the src folder and rg here. Show start button in game HUD. Nowhere else. That's interesting. 21 and 23. Oh, but we need to change the button somewhere. Where do we change the button? Oh, I guess we connect some things there and here. But set HUD node and transition handler, game scene. Okay, so I might just need to go to the transition handler, enter lobby, and change map. Is there no place where we change the text on that button. Where do we change the text on that button? What is even the text on the button? Not this button. Then start game. Now what is this? Games, yeah, it's on the hot.gd. Interesting, 39. So line 39. What? Hot.gd, yeah, there it is. Oh. On game start pressed. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it for us. The meeting button should not appear in the lobby, and that's something I need to figure out how to do that. So do I just add two functions like show meeting button, or just one function basically, which will be a boolean. And just set the ready var, what is this? Meeting call box hbox container equals game UI slash call meeting and meeting call box dot visible equals show, and that should be sufficient to do that, to hide and show the meeting button. But this has got to be changed in the map. What is it? Game function. Let me load. Excuse me, I'll load a map. What we'll do is that if len meeting post list equals 0, then HUD node dot show meeting button equals show meeting button false. It's time to sleep here in the States. Good luck with the buttons and fighting aliens. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good night. Sleep well. And yeah, aliens probably tomorrow. But I'm not sure. Maybe Monday this time. We'll see. Because this week, Monday is a holiday for me. Else, let's show this button. And thank you for watching P4. And be prepared for more videos on desktop environments. So now, non-existent function show meeting button. Huh, okay. That's always something, that's something I always forget. That these are not initialized by the time you start the game. So I am kind of tempted Now this load map is first called from this transition handler. Start game, which basically loads the map. On the game scene, but when is this start game called? What calls the start game function? This is RP seed from the transition handler line 74. So the change map function does that, and the change map function is called from where exactly? On the game.gd, that's interesting. Oh, because the game.gd is already loaded, the map is not loaded yet. Yeah, so map load is just loaded right here. So I am tempted, because this is just silly. Refresh item buttons. So all of these things it's kind of suspicious that we should wait the map to load. And whenever the map is loaded, we do all these things at that point. Yeah, I think that would make a lot more sense actually. So we could just put that back over there. And maybe when we add the child actual map, so in the map template, okay, so we have this in the map template. CamLab, does it have its own? No, it doesn't. So the maps don't have their own script, and they don't need their own script. What we could do, so you could have a signal that would say map loaded, and then just emit this signal. Map loaded. And whenever this, what we can do here is once we kind of started this cleanup there on the game scene itself, that time we can basically edit the map. We can have all these in a different function, which should be function load map done. So this will, and what we do here is map node, no, it's an actual map dot connect or rather no, self dot connect no, how do I connect this friggin' signal. Go back. New character, connect, item interaction, self, item interact. The item interaction is not a signal here, that's a signal. Oh yeah, that connects the signal of the new character to my own function. So that should be map node.connect. Oh, but it has a ready signal. That's interesting. And load map done. So maybe I don't even need to do this manually. Is this going to work, or did I just screw everything up? Let's find out. Get index 0 on base array. That character, where is the add character coming from? Game load. Function ready. Yeah, it's a game loaded. But the map is not loaded yet. That's what I'm going to. That's what my guess is going to be. So function ready. Transition handler dot game loaded. Okay, because what happens here is that the load game scene. This happens as soon as the game is loaded. Wants to add its own character. Should we do this on this is only the server adds its own character like this. That's kind of the problem here, I guess. Alright, so I am going to take a little break because I need to drink a cup of water. I'll be back in a second. Alright. So I am back. Everyone else has their own character in a different way, right? So we just search for the create character. That means that whenever we create character, we create for the transition, in the transition handler we create for the server for itself, and when we are in the character, like a connections GD, it creates a character. It's in the connections.gd, that even makes less sense, honestly. 94, 109, 159 in connections GD. Ninety four, 109, 94. Character resource because okay, yeah. So when you receive the bulk player data, yeah, that makes sense. When you receive all the data from the server, you create one character for each data you received. That's, I guess it's fine. 109 when you receive the player data, someone sends their own data, new player joins, sends their own data. Yes, that makes sense. And then 159, when you receive, and the server receives the new player's data, I guess. Which is weird because the server send the new player data to all players, so receive player data. Shouldn't that be a Puppet sync function, honestly? Yeah. I think this should work. We will see. I'm changing so many things that are totally unrelated to today's goals. Someone might call this crazy. First of all, this whole thing that we create these characters here, that's kind of weird, honestly. But I mean, where else would you do it? And yeah, that's fine, I guess. What then do we have this? It's clearly not enough or not a good idea to do it here. When the game is loaded, because this add character function on the game scene. New character node add child. I mean, because the server situation is a little different than everything else, because if you are a client, when do you create your own character? You enter the lobby. Connected, okay. Send your own data to the server. And you go to the load game scene, and then that will load the game. The game is loaded. We'll call transition handler game loaded. The enter lobby function will be called. You will be stepping in here. And then load the map. When do you actually create your own character. So I guess in the game, so the game loaded is called, so transition handler will call the enter lobby function, and enter lobby will call the load map on the game scene. Which is here, the load map, so you get previous map if there is something that will be released, items will be cleared, corpses will be cleared, map will be loaded. Once the map is loaded, we will go through the character resources and add those resources to the map. And then spawn all characters, character data. Yeah, that's when you request for the clothes and things like that. That is fine. Character resource dot reset. Create a character node if necessary. So this is kind of seems to me that there is a lot of redundancy here. First of all, when we do the character resource or reset, a child new character get, okay, yeah, all right, get character node, that will work actually. And then we'll call the spawn character. Which is absolutely unnecessary here, because once the map loaded, the spawn, all characters are spawned. So this spawning is only necessary if someone is joining the game later. And if someone is joining the game later, and even more importantly, shouldn't spawning the characters only happen on the server? So the add character called quite a few places actually. So in the collections, character is added to the map. And in the game.gd, yes, that's we know. We just checked this one. Connections 95, 110, 160. I guess if I save this, that will be one a bit shorter. Yeah, 95 and 110. Instant add character. Instant add. So I just wonder, when do we receive all this character data? Probably after we already loaded the map, so that's why we need to do all this. And then receive the bulk player. Yeah, well, sure. When this is called, then it makes sense to spawn the character. So maybe I will have a additional boolean here, and if the spawn character is false, if spawn character, then we will spawn the character. But we don't need to spawn the character all the time, because we will go through the spawn all characters. If the add character is coming from here, then we will spawn the characters here. And the thing is that here we don't really have to do, when the transition handler, we don't need to what does the add okay, characters dot create character. It registers, so I don't need to spawn this character right here. Where were we? Here. So I don't need to add this character right away. So let's save all this. Let's run the game and let's see where will it break. Very early. Invalid call, non-existent function, add color override in base nil. Set name color. Defer to change all this time. Alright. The character node exists. That does not. So character node is registered but not yet ready at this point. Even though this is the deferred change roles assignment, which is interesting to say the least. So at this breakpoint, what happened yet? We came from the enter lobby, where we got from the game loaded. So we say call deferred and then step And then we create the new character here. Which will be, oh, okay, so we'll create a character resource, assign a character node to the resource, maybe that's what we don't need to do when we create the character here. I don't know. Create a character node, set the character name, and then set the ID, and set the appearance if it makes any sense. Send it to the server, and then return the character resource. But once we enter the game, and then we will start whatever we start doing load map. When we load the map, we will go through all the character resources. And when we reset the character resource, that will create a character node. So maybe that's what, because here we recreate the character again. Characters.gd. Let's yeah, we don't need to create the character node at this point, because this will be created later. Maybe we should not call it reset, maybe we should call it init. It doesn't matter. And when we set the color, which failed, set name color, when we try to set the color for the name, we could check whether if character node not character node is null, then we can do this. Or rather this, then otherwise we just in the character.gd, when we initialize this, we could, I guess, set name color underscore character resource dot underscore name color, get name color, yeah. This, okay, breakpoint, can we just go through this breakpoint? Character node call deferred. set appearance. Yeah, that makes sense if we don't have a character yet. Then we can do this, and also when the character node initializes, this is outfit, and it's a dictionary, which is both are empty dictionaries. So easily we can. Oh, thank you for the likes. I got another like. Thank you. I don't know who it is because you didn't introduce yourself in the chat, but welcome to the stream and thank you. So once the outfit, so what we can do is, I guess, if underscore character resource dot get outfit is not an empty dictionary, and underscore character resource dot get colors is also not an empty dictionary. We can what can we do? We can set appearance and set appearance will have to have set appearance is not in this. It's it's in the extended function, so I'll have to wing it. No, I can just set appearance, outfit, colors. Great. Get outfit, and also get colors. So how will we do this time? Now let me just remove this breakpoint here. Okay, so now the game does not break, but now it breaks. So where does it break? Get character node. So this did not actually. Okay, so game. What is it? Load map. Load map done. So when we are here in the load map done function, why doesn't it okay. So it goes through all the character resources and adds all the characters. So why doesn't my character appear when I create the game? Well, it seems like because this function is never called. Okay, that's a problem. So maybe I need to have the the map loaded function here and emit signal map loaded. And put this breakpoint over there. And it is never called since still. Okay, so is the load map function called? Did I screw that up? Yeah, that is called. Alright, so load map function, that is called. Okay, I shouldn't have gone into this one, but anyways, actual map equals resource loader instance, that's fine. Map node. Oh no! I connected that to the wrong thing. But I still do not get my character. What? Actual map. Yeah, I don't. Okay, this Reddit does not seem to work. What I need is the map loaded signal. And let's hope for the best that I did not screw this up. So do I never ever... No, the actual map. So actual map.connect. Okay, so the actual map, does that never get ready? Or am I just being silly here? And then just not missing something very obvious. Why nothing happens? Something's wrong here. Actual map dot loaded actual map dot connect map loaded self load map done. Isn't this the correct syntax for map loaded load map done? So this is spelled correctly. Everything is spelled correctly here. That is not the problem. But then what is the problem? Can we just signals why am I Why is this the C++ implementation of object class reference? Oh, look here. Signal. Emit signal from an object is a yeah, signal. Oh, what is this? What is this? What's this I'm looking at? Okay, I got so confused here. Hmm. So if I go to the HUD and line 26, it connects the transition, the game scene, so the game scene's ability assigned signal, which is here, that connects it to the add ability on this. And this is how signals should be working. On the map template too, emit signal. Yeah, there is nothing else. I don't understand what the problem is. So the steamroll resource will be initialized. That is fine. Okay, we don't need this. Emit signal map loaded. It doesn't do anything. Oh! What? The map is loaded before, so it says it's ready. Wait a second. That's so weird. So if I create a game, when is this ready? Oh, I put this breakpoint in the wrong place probably. It's already ready at that point, which is very strange. So this is not going to happen, nothing is happening here. when we instance the map, so all these variables are set, we add this map as a child node, which instantly initializes the map. And then we connect. Okay, so why cannot we just spawn this? Okay, so this is interesting. So actually I can just, if I go back to the how this was originally, there shouldn't be any difference there. But we still find something that is not going to be ready. Right? So that if I just, because we can just go through this. Meeting point, no meeting point, so again, HUD node, non-existent function, because the HUD node does not exist yet. Interesting observation. That is very interesting indeed. So, I guess I'm out of ideas, so let's just do it this way, and the meeting button on the HUD will just be generally invisible unless we make it visible. Don't need this breakpoint here anymore. Neither this one. We still do not create the character for some reason. So we do need this breakpoint. But I need to go, so... yeah, I should have left already actually. But anyways, we are going to see what the problem is here. So, get character resources. That's still empty. The character resource is still empty even though whatever is calling this load map function is somewhere in transition handler. We enter the lobby before we create the character resource. Yeah, this is the problem. That seems to be the problem, so I guess yay! Alright, press the button, get to the meeting place. Alright, let's start another instance quickly here. Spawn character, add character. Character resource exists. Yeah, we have to do some things here like character res dot reset will have to be called here and here. And let's join yeah, all right. I guess today became the stream where instead of implementing a new function and fixing bugs, I guess I actually just introduced new bugs for no apparent reason. So, yay. Alright, I will fix this mess sometime later, and I will see you then. Bye.